think I am live. Yes, I am. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. There's just so much news to talk about, so that's why I decided to do a live stream. That way I can get all the news to you guys at once. This past 24 hours, there's been a ridiculous amount of news. So let's get into it. Before we get into it, make sure you guys drop a like on the live stream, subscribe down below. So we're going to start off this discussing the meeting that took place yesterday between Laporta and Ronald Koeman. Took place at a restaurant. They were in there for about maybe 2 hours, 2 hours and a half. And they came to some conclusions. As you can see from the video just below me, you can see them leaving the restaurant. Of course, all the reporters were swarming Laporta, asking him questions. They were swarming Ronald Koeman as well, and Rafael Usti, the vice president of the Barcelona, he was trying to protect Ronald Koeman, all swarming him, asking him a bunch of questions. How was, how what do you think is how do you think everything went during the meeting? And it's the news that's come out after the meeting is what we expected. And that news is that the meeting that took place with Juan Laporta, Koeman, and UC lasted about 2 hours. No major decision was expected. And the same followed. It was just to know the coach's diagnosis. All three left the restaurant together, smiling. So, no real big decision there. Esport 3 came out saying that as well. As expected, there was no big decision made during the meeting today. The three of them left the restaurant after more than 2 hours with smiling faces. Is what's the key word that was being said. Rack 1 came out saying that during today's meeting, well, yesterday, of course, the sporting situation was analyzed following the recent bad result. The future of Koeman was not talked about during this meeting. It will be discussed once the season ends. Both parties were satisfied in that meeting, so nothing major there. Alfredo Martinez came out after the meeting as well, saying that in the yesterday's meeting, Koeman and Laporta only discussed what happened this season, and what the team they will do for the final games. They want to discuss the plans for next season, and then Alfredo Martinez gave his opinion. As we all know, Alfredo Martinez is one of the top sources in Barcelona. He said that I feel that Koeman is still the plan A to be Barcelona's next manager next season. So big things coming out about that. Even GDS Mundo Deportivo, they said that at the Barcelona meeting, they said that we can't fire the coach who wins the league and a cup. This can't be normalized. So everything pointing to Ronald Koeman continuing as the Barcelona manager. Rack 1, John Romero came out saying that Barcelona's priorities at the moment are finishing La Liga at a high, renewing Messi's contract, and defining the issues around the coach, whether they continue with Koeman or not. So right now, Barcelona's three priorities: signing Messi, finishing off the league, and deciding whether or not to keep Ronald Koeman for next season. Now on Messi, coming in again from Candacer, saying that Lionel Messi's contract negotiations with Barcelona could take a long time, and it's not ruled out that he could travel to the Copa America without renewing his contract. He wants to know both the sporting and economic offers. So I think that's quite dangerous, as you probably know. Messi's contract ends in about 15 days. So in 15 days, Messi can be a free agent and join any club. And I think that's very dangerous to let him go to the Copa America without renewing. But that's the current rumors. Of course, we'll see what happens. Anything can change. And back to Rack 1, what they said about the coaches leaving. He said the coaches who Barcelona can appoint if Ronald Koeman doesn't continue. Right now, they're saying Garcia Pimienta, Xavi Hernandez, and Eric Ten Hag. Those are the three that are in the list as well. And they also say that although Ten Hag recently renewed his contract, Barcelona contemplate the Ajax coach. So those are the three names coming in from Rack 1, Pimienta, Xavi, and Eric Ten Hag. And then also we're having reports about Hansi Flick as well from German outlets, and it's not Hansi Flick himself who contacted by Barcelona, but someone close to him. The question was whether he could replace Ronald Koeman, but Flick will not join Barcelona. He has a contract offer from the German national team. So Flick, it looked like he's going to be joining the German national team. He won't be an option for Barcelona. Blind, as we all know, Blind are probably the top source in Germany. This is that Barcelona are interested in Hansi Flick. It's been discussed with his family, and Flick could take that job abroad. National teams are also known for that, but it's decided to work with the national team. Germany is the priority of Flick, and he wants to listen to other offers, and maybe he will listen to all the offers before he joins that. We'll wait and see on that. Again, Marca have come out with a big one as well. They said that Barcelona B coach Garcia Pimienta and Liverpool's Jurgen Klopp are among the names on the list who can coach Barcelona to replace Ronald Koeman. Now, they're the ones that brought up Jurgen Klopp. It's very... I don't know if Jurgen Klopp could come. We'll discuss it in a second, but... Again, back to ESPN, they came out with a big article on who can replace Koeman as the Barcelona coach as well. They went back to Hansi Flick as well, same reasons. Another coach they mentioned was, again, Ronald Koeman. After the draw, doubts started to rise after that draw against Levante. And of course, they also brought up Nagelsmann. They think that Nagelsmann would have been the front runner, but of course, he already signed that contract with Bayern Munich, so we were kind of, too little too late for Jurgen Nagelsmann, but he was definitely an option that Juan Laporta was looking at. So we kind of missed out on him. And also one of the main targets as well is, of course, Xavi Hernandez. He's an option out there for Barcelona, as everyone probably knows. Of course, Xavi did renew his contract the other day with Al Said, keeping him at the club there now until 2023, so for an extra 2 seasons. And of course, in his contract, there is a Barcelona clause. He will have a clause in his contract, which will allow him to leave Barcelona only to Barcelona for free. So if any other club wants Xavi, they'll have to pay Al Said a certain amount of money, 5 million, 10 million. But if he wants to go to Barcelona, it will be on a free. But there are rumors coming out from Cat Radio saying that Xavi's possible arrival at Barcelona has a problem because Matteo Almani and Ramon Planes are not thinking about hiring him. So the people who are running Barcelona, the Barcelona board, and Matteo Almani and Ramon Planes, they're not really thinking about Xavi at the moment. They maybe think it's a little too early. Who knows? But Cat Radio is saying that right now they're not thinking about Xavi. Now, you might be wondering, how's Koeman feeling after all this? Borja came out saying that Koeman feels strong. He believes that what he has done is not valued, considering from what he has the team has come from since August. He considers himself a quality to lead the changes necessary at Barcelona. So Koeman thinks he's a bit underappreciated, and he feels that he can take this Barcelona team to the rise. But as we talked about, as the managers that are available, there are a lot of things coming in from Germany. Now, we all know that Juan Laporta really wants to bring in a German coach. That Hansi Flick's option there. Jurgen Klopp, Julian Nagelsmann as well. For me, out of these 3, I'd probably go for Hansi Flick because I think he's the most. He's done. What's the word for it? He's done well at a big club. Of course, he was a sextuple. He's dealt with big heads like Lewandowski, Gnabry, Kimmich, all those sort of players. Jurgen Klopp is also experienced as well, but I think he's more of a. Doesn't really fit the Barcelona style that we want to play. If you want to go for absolutely just winning everything as much as you can, you probably go for Jurgen Klopp. But if you want to win in style, you go for Hansi Flick, and then Julian Nagelsmann is kind of the future Hansi Flick is what I would say, or if maybe the future best German coach. So of course it's pretty evident that Juan Laporta really wants to bring in a German coach in the future. But of course you can't deny the fact that Pimienta and Xavi are also up there in the race as well. Like I said in the collab that I did yesterday with Barca Universal and my other transfer videos as well, if I would pick, I would go to Garcia Pimienta to replace Ronald Koeman, and then maybe bring in Xavi as the Barcelona B coach. I think that would be an excellent idea. I think Pimienta's done enough to get that chance in the first team. A lot of people want him after Valverde was sacked and after Setien was sacked as well. But again, everything's pointing to at the moment that Koeman will be continuing at Barcelona. Now into the other transfer news, we have some breaking news about Sergio Aguero. It's a done deal, ladies and gentlemen. I think Aguero's deal is pretty much done to Barcelona. You have Sport coming out saying it's a done deal. You have Mundo Deportivo coming out saying it's a done deal. You have Esport 3 coming out saying it's a done deal. You have Argentina Report TYC Sports coming out saying it's a done deal, who are very, very close to Aguero. And we have Onda Cero TV3 coming out saying that Aguero's a done deal as well. You have Helena from Cope saying that's a done deal as well. You have Jose Alvarez, who is very, very close for Aguero, saying that it's very, very close to the deal. They're discussing a 2-year contract, and it's very, very done as well. And of course, the best source in the world probably for everything football is Fabrizio Romano. He came out saying that Aguero has been approached by 3 clubs, and his answer is that he prioritizes joining Barcelona. Negotiations are ongoing, potential contract until 2023. He has reduced his salary only for Barcelona, which is less than 10 million, which is very, very good. And the final decision about Depay and Aguero will only be discussed in the next few weeks. Everyone's saying audio low. It's good on my end. Yeah, I'll bring it up a little bit. Hopefully that's better now. So yeah, like I said, I think the 2 deals that are done right now for the summer are Aguero and Eric Garcia. You expect a video from me in the next week or so. Breaking news, Aguero is a done deal. I think that's going to happen in the next week or so. But yeah, we've got 2 free agents from Manchester City in Eric Garcia and Aguero. I think those are both done deals right now. And I think also the Depay deal is very, very close. Speaking on Depay, Mateo Morito from Sky Sports, who has very good connections from Fabrizio Romano, and also himself is very, very reliable. He also said, by the way, Aguero is pretty much done to the Barcelona, is very, very close. But the arrival of Aguero does not mean that Depay could not join as well. And of course, on Memphis Depay and Mundo Deportivo, Memphis Depay and Mundo Deportivo come out saying that the possible signing of Sergio Aguero does not imply that the arrival of Memphis Depay is ruled out. The Dutch forward prioritizes Barcelona, and the club value him as he's of course very versatile in that front 4, front 3, however you want to say it. Barca have also come out back in that statement as well, saying that Barcelona and Memphis Depay have an agreement. Aguero, he's also agreed to lower his wages as well. Depay will definitely arrive to Barcelona if Ronald Koeman continues, else the club will consider the signing. So, people asking about, someone asked about Camavinga in the chat. You can go check out my last transfer video. We talked about Camavinga in that video. What do people think Nagelsmann is better than Klopp? Now at the moment, I think he can definitely potentially pass him. But I think right now Klopp is the better manager at the moment than Nagelsmann. How much percentage do you think Ronald Koeman will be sacked? At the moment, I'd say 25%. That's what I would say. But back to Depay, like I said, as we all probably know. We'll go back to Depay. So back to Depay. I think if Ronald Koeman stays, Depay will join. If not, it'll be a big 50-50. Depay is way better than Aguero. I wish we get Depay. I think at the moment Depay offers more to Barcelona than Aguero does. I think we can all agree on that. But I think we all know Aguero's a done deal right now. Eric Garcia's a done deal. Depay is close, but just needs a confirmation from Juan Laporta. And of course, if we don't get Erling Haaland, we'll talk about Erling Haaland in a few seconds. Then that'll push the move for Depay. But I think if Ronald Koeman continues, Depay 100% will stay. If Depay will come, if not, it'll be in the air. Now, another option up top is of course Erling Haaland. We all saw him play well again in the DFB Pokal final. Scored a brace. Sport have come out saying that Barcelona will go all out for the signing of Erling Haaland this summer. The finance, the operation, the arrival will be shortly, and they will wait for the audit as well. Barcelona are clear they want to enter into negotiations with Borussia Dortmund. And in the article, they also say that Barcelona believe they can tempt Borussia Dortmund to come. The fact that Messi stays will, push Haaland to come there as well. His agent, Mino Raiola, is, compliant with that. And they're saying that the fee for Erling Haaland will cost at least 125 million. So we'll see what happens with that. I think it's the price that's going to, really push Barcelona out. Can we sign both? Depay and Aguero? Definitely. I think if we get Aguero and Depay, that pretty much means that Haaland will come. I think all three of them is possible. We can do it for sure, but it'll be a big push. I think that means that Depay will be most likely used on the wings, but we'll see. I think Haaland, Laporta is going to go for him. It's all evident. We know that he needs a big summer signing for, bring the debt up and, get the fans excited again. So it's either Haaland for that big summer signing or we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. There have been other rumors about other number 9s as well. We're hearing from ESPN saying that apart from, Depay, Aguero, and Haaland, Barcelona also like 2 other forwards as well, in Alexander Isaac and Darwin Nunez as well, Benfica and Real Sociedad respectively. And they also talk about Gerard Moreno from Villarreal. Of course, he's done well this season, but I do not want this Espanyol rat anywhere near this club. If we sign him, I'm going to be so pissed off. If you know, Moreno always causes Barcelona a problem. He likes to argue with Piqué, likes to insult Piqué's wife. He played for Espanyol. I don't care if he's good or not. I don't want him anywhere near the club. Hopefully this is not the case. So we'll see. Aren't Aguero and Depay for free? Yes, but you don't want 3 strikers in your team, right? That's what I'm trying to imply. 3 strikers is too much. You won't know who's going to be the starter, who's going to be the backup. One of them's going to be unhappy. One of them's going to try and leave. So we'll see. 125 million at least. That's a money heist. Yeah, it's quite a bit, but it's what you expect to get, the best young striker in the world. There he is right there with Erling Haaland and Juan Laporta. I think the deal is possible. I think if we spend all the money that we have on, the transfer window, we can get him. But are we going to be overpaying for him? It's going to be a big question. I think I wouldn't go more than 150 million. That's including, bonuses to the agent and his dad, all that stuff. But I think that the deal that happened this summer, it may happen. You may go over that money for sure. Can Pep come back? Not at the moment. Is Koeman going to get sacked? Not at the moment either. So both those answers not at the moment. And of course, Depay is the most likely out of Erling Haaland and himself. Of course, like I said, Koeman stays. Depay 99% comp. If not, it'll be bound to maybe 40-30% because the club don't really think Depay is number 9. I think he's a very versatile forward. But of course, Koeman is pushing for his move, so we'll see what happens on that. Aguero, a done deal for sure. Eric Garcia, done deal. Depay is done once it gets the approval of Juan Laporta and Ronald Koeman. And then Haaland is going to be the big move that they're going to try to make for sure. And other news and the title as well, Barcelona, in order to make all these signings, they have to ship out players. Players must be sold this summer. We didn't sell that much last summer. We got rid of, Rakitic, Vidal, and Suarez, all for a combined total of, 5 million. Barcelona have to sell players this summer and have to get the best amount of money. Let's start off with this player sale rumors coming in from Goal, saying that Barcelona will have to pay $186 million before June the 30th, which adds to the salaries of the first team that did not leave any room to sign new players without selling them first. So right now, Barcelona still owe $186 million for transfer fees from other players. Dembele, Pjanic, Coutinho. Let me pull it up actually. So yeah, we still owe money for Neto, Lenglet, Trincao, Dest, Braithwaite, Firpo, Pedri, Mateus Fernandez, and Araujo. All those players still have variables that we have to pay. As well, we still have to pay for transfer fees for Pjanic, De Jong, Coutinho, Dembele, and Antoine Griezmann. So Barcelona owe a lot of money for players right now. So in order to not owe those variables anymore, they have to be sold. Now on Braithwaite, we have some news coming from Mundo Deportivo, specifically on Braithwaite, saying that Barcelona are satisfied with Martin Braithwaite, but they put him on the market. He aims to start in the Euros and has a market in England. Barcelona consider him better to have Aguero than Braithwaite. So we could all agree on that. We all would rather have Depay and Aguero over Braithwaite. We all know Braithwaite's not the Barcelona quality that we need. Of course, he puts on a solid effort. Works very hard every day, but again, not the Barcelona quality. So I think it's best for him to be shipped out. And again, Mundo Deportivo have come out back in that stadium from Goal. They came out with a big article last night saying that revolution in sight for FC Barcelona. The club plans to make a large remodeling of the squad to improve it and reduce the wage bill with sales and exchanges and releases. So Barcelona, if they cannot sell players, they are willing to release them. They're saying up to 14 players, including Neto, Umtiti Jr., Mateus, Braithwaite, Coutinho, and Pjanic could be sold. Another key issue to decide is whether or not to get rid of players with the high salary and trust that with Messi will continue. The club is working on the restructuring of the squad. The other priority is to reduce the wage bill as much as they can. A busy transfer window is expected. So I tell you guys, this is going to be one of the biggest transfer windows in Barcelona's history. Make sure you guys are attentive. Make sure you guys subscribe. I'm going to keep you guys updated with all the news. It's going to be one hell of a summer. Barcelona are going to be going, more specifically, of course, Juan Laporta, going to be going for a huge rebuild. Now, there's that information that I just read. Now, one player that definitely has a future at Barcelona, and we all agree with that, is Riqui Puig. Mundo Deportivo come out saying that Barcelona count on Riqui Puig for next season in the sporting structure. They don't understand why Koeman doesn't include him in his plans. Within the club, there's a lot of faith in his potential and style of play, and he is not on the transfer list. So as of right now, Riqui Puig 100% won't be sold this summer. He will be staying, whether Koeman stays as a coach or not. Riqui Puig will stay at Barcelona. Maybe towards the end we could see a low move if Koeman stays. But other than that, the club right now are planning for Riqui Puig to stay at Barcelona next season. People are talking about Aguero in the chat, saying Aguero's coming. Aguero's 100% going to be, not 100%, I'd say 95% a done deal at the moment. Again, Mundo Deportivo also said that in today's meeting with Ronald Koeman, and yesterday's meeting with Ronald Koeman, Juan Laporta and the vice president have asked him why he doesn't, play more offensive style of football, more fluid style, and they also mentioned heavily why they don't play Riqui Puig. So Ronald Koeman, Juan Laporta and the club, Rafael Usti, the vice president, told Ronald Koeman in this meeting right here, let's pull it up, in this meeting, why are you not playing Riqui Puig? They're sitting there in that meeting, they're like, yo, bro, what's up, man? Why not playing Riqui Puig? You really gotta pay Pedri every single week? It's just they know that the quality of Riqui Puig, so they're telling him. And again, the dead wood has to be sold this summer. I think all these players right here down below, they are like the 100% must be sold. Umtiti, get rid. Neto, Pjanic, Braithwaite, Coutinho, Mateus Fernandez. I think if you sell all these, let's say Umtiti, 10 million, Neto 10 million, Pjanic will say 20 million, Braithwaite 10 million, Coutinho will say 30, 40 million, Fernandez 10 million, maybe 5. That's you can get 100 million for these 6 players. If you're smart and maybe you can do exchanges, swap deals, you can get 100 million for these players. I think these players have to be sold. Bring in Eric Garcia, bring in Aguero on a free, Depay on a free, Garcia's on a free, of course. Then you'll have 100 million going to that Erling Haaland deal. If you have extra money, you can go for maybe Emerson, bring him in at right back, Jose Guy at left back. So these players to me have to be sold. Sell Dest? No, we're not selling Dest. Did I say that? I didn't mean to say that. But yeah, Dest is staying. People saying sell Roberto as well. Roberto definitely. We'll talk about Roberto actually in a few minutes. So now let's get into the news that's surrounding Barcelona at the moment. Firstly, coming in from Rack 1, said that Barcelona have no intentions of abandoning the European Super League or apologizing to UEFA. They don't fear for a possible exclusion from the Champions League as well. They want to sit down with UEFA and negotiate. Again, Rack 1 came out back in that statement as well. They go on to say that Juan Laporta will meet with the Champions League or the UEFA president on Sunday during the Women's Champions League final. The intention is to deal with the issues in regards to the Super League. So Barcelona, as we all probably know, at the moment they're probably on the chopping block to get banned from the Champions League. We all can trust Juan Laporta. He knows what to do, and he will for sure get us out of this. I don't think Barcelona will get banned from the Champions League. People are asking in the chat why Barcelona are not looking to buy good defenders. Well, we have Eric Garcia coming in, and we're going to talk about a few defenders right now in Emerson. We'll talk about him in a few seconds. Okay, let's talk about this first. Mundo Deportivo, we all know, I think you probably guys have heard the news about Barcelona B going for the promotion playoffs, and Mundo Deportivo come out saying that Barcelona B, Garcia Pimienta, is asking Ronald Koeman for Elias Riba and Mingueza to come down to Barcelona B and help them get promoted. And in the end, Koeman made the decision this morning. He actually decided to let Ousmane Mingueza go to Barcelona B. So the club released an official statement saying Ousmane Mingueza is joining Barcelona B for their promotion playoff game. So Mingueza will not be playing this week against Celta Vigo. He has been included in that squad list for Barca B. And as you can see on that squad list for Barca B, there is no Elias Mariba. So Ronald Koeman has told Mingueza that he can go help out, but he's going to keep Mariba because De Jong got suspended and De Jong won't play that game. And then we need that kind of right center mid box-to-box powerhouse midfielder. And the backup to De Jong is at the moment right now Elias Mariba. So Koeman has said no to Mariba, but he has said yes to Mingueza. And if Barcelona or Barca B move on from this stage and get to the final of the playoffs, Mariba will be going and he will be available for that game. But since Barcelona have a game this weekend, they both play on the same day, it makes it very difficult. So Mingueza is going with Barcelona B. He's going to help them out. As you can see, he's number 3 on the squad list. But Mariba has not. Koeman will be using him this weekend's game. Now we have some news about Roberto. Some people are asking about Roberto in the chat. Mundo Deportivo come out saying that the negotiations for Roberto's contract extension are far from materializing. The club offered him a 1-year extension, but he wants a 2-year. Is going on for a long time. At the moment, there is no agreement. So Barcelona and Roberto getting into a little bit of contract dispute. He wants 2 years. Club are offering him 1 year. I think you guys all saw Roberto yesterday on Instagram coming out with a statement saying that I've been struggling this year, mentally and physically. But I'm going to come back stronger. As we all know, he's not going to be playing again this season. He got injured. I think Barcelona are very generous to even give him a 1-year contract, to be honest. I think he should accept it and then next year deal with what he wants to do in the future, because right now, telling him, you're kicked out, done, it'll take a long time for him to find a club. I think maybe you want to give him an extra year, then tell him, 100, and then announce next year that he's going to be leaving. But of course, if you want to sell him this summer to get an actual value for him, I know that a lot of people want Roberto to go. I think it is the right time for Roberto to go. Like I said yesterday, the Barcelona Universal debate. If you haven't checked that out, by the way, go check that out, Barcelona Universal. I was on there yesterday, but yeah, I think Roberto, he's more outside the club than inside outside at the moment, especially for a fourth captain of the club that's not really, that great. Now, we have some replacements for Roberto coming in as well. Wijnaldum has been linked again. I couldn't believe it. I thought we escaped the Wijnaldum rumors, but they're back again now. And Mundo Deportivo have come out saying that Jorginho Wijnaldum, who is out of contract and liked by Ronald Koeman, is one of the options for Barcelona again. There is some agreement in the Barcelona board that a physical player is needed in that midfield, and he fits that mold, and we don't really have that in the current squad. The best fit right now in the current squad is Elias Mariba. So Wijnaldum being linked again. Hopefully, don't sign him. I think signing him is not the right move. So hopefully, this isn't the case. Right now, he is being linked, but nothing very strong at the moment. We are getting some rumors right now that Alexander Isaac is really being washed out by Barcelona coming in from Barca. I can't pull it up on the screen right now, but Barca are saying that Barcelona have Alexander Isaac in their sights to reinforce that area. So we could see Alexander Isaac come in if Haaland is not possible. Yeah, it's coming in from Luis Rojo, who is very reliable in Barca. So people who are asking about Isaac in the chat, that could be possible if we don't get Erling Haaland, as a cheaper option this summer. That could be an option for sure. Let's get into the other news. Emerson, people are asking about Emerson in the chat. Mundo Deportivo come out saying that Emerson Royal has a place at Barcelona on the right-hand side of the defense, right back, of course. He has many suitors, but with Des being young and inconsistent and Roberto having a bad season with injuries and form, Barcelona could keep Emerson. Like I said before, and I'll say it again, If a club comes in with a big offer for Emerson, I am afraid, and I do believe that Juan Laporta will sell him. If no one offers that money that Juan Laporta wants for Emerson, I think he'll stay for sure. So that's the big question. Will a club like PSG, Bayern Munich, Villarreal, Tottenham, AC Milan, Arsenal, all these top teams in Europe who need a right back, if they come in for Emerson, offer us 35 million, I think Laporta will take it. So I am a bit worried about that. If not, I think he will stay. Hopefully he will stay. I would, of course, keep him. I think everyone in this chat and who's watching this live will keep him. Let me know down in the comments. Everyone would keep him for sure. So hopefully he does stay. Some more news coming in from Mundo Deportivo saying that the absence of the spectators throughout the entire season will lead to a massive loss for the club, which is between 300 and 400 million. So with no fans at the Camp Nou this season, Barcelona have lost around 300 to 400 million, which is quite a bit if I do say so myself. But Sport have said that Barcelona have received some bonuses from winning the Copa del Rey. However, they will most probably miss out on the La Liga bonus because they're not, of course, winning it. The highest bonus will go in hand with the titles won during the season. So Barcelona have received a little bit of bonus from winning the Copa del Rey, but not winning La Liga. They won't get that bonus, of course. So I think we'll still get a little bit of extra money for finishing third place or second place, maybe like 8 or 10 billion. So it depends on where we finish. But we won't be getting that big bonus, of course, for winning the league because we know we're not going to win it because we choked it. So yeah. The last one coming from Mundo Deportivo as well. The big loan that's coming in that Juan Laporta is trying to secure. The objective of the loan is to achieve the stability of the club, and the result of the audit is expected to by the end of this month. So Juan Laporta is trying to do his best to secure a loan deal of a 500 million to help the club out for transfers, for to substitute that loss that we lost from the Camp Nou tickets right here. So Juan Laporta is trying to secure this 500 million loan. If he does, I think it will greatly help us in the transfer window for sure. I would only sell Emerson if we get 500 million. I think that's a bit of a stretch. I think 35 billion, Juan Laporta will definitely take it for sure. And that is all the news over the past 24 hours. A lot of news. Make sure you guys let me know in the chat, in the comments below, what you guys think about it. Aguero coming 100%, not 100%, like 95% confirmed. Eric Garcia's 100% confirmed. Depay most likely to come if Koeman stays. Of course, Koeman most likely to continue as a Barcelona manager as well. Lots of stuff to discuss. What else we talked about? Isaac, he could be coming as well. Barcelona, let me know, by the way, in the comments below if you're watching this not live or if you're watching this live. Let me know in the comments below. What players do you think that we have to sell? We have to sell players this summer. We cannot, if we go into next season with, only the same squad but only maybe like a few players difference, it's gonna be absolute capitulation. We have to sell this summer. So let me know in the chat who you would sell. And of course, if you guys did enjoy this live stream, make sure you guys drop a like, subscribe as well. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the match preview for Celta Vigo versus Barcelona at the Camp Nou. The last game at the Camp Nou of this season. Someone said in the chat that Pi is a rapper. Yeah, I guess so. Who cares? He's all about his ability on the pitch, and we all know on the pitch he's not absolutely brilliant. He's one of the best players in the league. He's probably the best player behind Neymar and Mbappe in that league. So getting him on a free deal would be absolutely fantastic in my opinion. I know some people I think the Pi splits the fan base quite a bit, but some people that are trying to say yes, some people are trying to not say no. So we'll see. I think if Koeman stays, he'll 100% come. But again, leave me your thoughts all in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Again, subscribe, drop a like. Lots of news to discover. Lots of stuff to talk about in the comments below. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow for that match preview, Barcelona versus Celta Vigo. Take care, and Forza Barca.